It's confusing. We still get woken up by choirs of spring songbirds. We still have summer picnics with watermelon dessert. We still get to watch the gorgeous descent of the sun into the sea. We still pay our taxes. We still take out the trash. We still scrape the egg yolk from between the fork tines. But all the while, we have a sense of something happening, a loosening, an unraveling, a collapsing, both small and immense in scale. So often I talk to people who are feeling deeply moved. They want to acknowledge this awkward human precipice, but they don't know where to start. A guilt nags at them somewhere between their ribs and at the gristle of their earlobes. They feel the separation and the way we are severed from the land. But they feel so lost about what reconnection might actually look like. We are in the dark, and for good reason. Very few of us live where our ancestors' bones are buried. Very few of us were taught the knowledge, stories, rituals, or even practical skills of our dead elders. Very few of us were raised beyond the empty images and hollow interests of our modern culture. It can be hard to know where to begin. But really, we do not need to look so far away. Earth reconnection begins right here, inside of us. We tend to make it harder, more flashy, more complicated than it really is. But this belonging is our birthright as well as our responsibility, and it is so much closer than we think. The heart intention of this course is to provide an easy-to-navigate bridge into the basic etiquette and foundations of an earth-honoring worldview, ultimately seeing everything as alive and worthy of respect. When we see everything as living, it holds us to a different standard entirely. It becomes no longer a dead earth, but a trembling, breathing elder deity whose time frames and mysteries are not fully understandable to our human minds. And thank goodness for that. This is an intimate journey of remembering our place within the living world, explored through 5-element philosophy, rewilding principles, and contemporary animist insights. Along the way, we'll explore practical earth reverence skills, breaking down our inner dominator's training, all the while building up and diversifying our sense of relational intimacy with everything around us. Some examples of practices we'll learn include feeding the earth like the earth feeds us, learning to speak to the other than humans without needing to use verbal language, and growing roots of belonging in the land where we live. This inner work is meant to feel nutritive and connective, ultimately weaving us within the sacred continuum with humility and reciprocity. It's empowering to participate in the great cosmic liturgy, to stop trivializing and shrinking our existence, but to instead acknowledge that we each have a specific niche, a very particular expression of divinity within the mesh of the living world. This journey is about remembering our way back home. At home within the earth, at home on the land where we live, at home within our bodies, at home within our very essence. These learnings support personal, societal, and global healing, for we are becoming new humans, helping to redefine a new culture of humans. And I would love to have you join me in this exploration of meaning and belonging, because at this time on the planet, what could be more important than this?